Hello everyone, my name is Benjamin Hawley, and today I will present my recommended Microsoft Azure cloud solution for Happy Camper Cookies. This presentation explains the company's current situation, its business and technical needs, the recommended cloud model and service type, the Azure services selected, the estimated cost, the benefits of moving this small business website to the cloud. Happy Camper Cookies is a local gourmet cookie business that currently has a basic website. The website provides an online presence, but it does not fully support the company's future goal. The owner wants the site to be more reliable, easier to manage, and capable of accepting online orders. This means the business needs more than a simple informational website. It needs a secure and scalable e-commerce platform that can support customer traffic, product images, order processing, customer records, and administrative access. The main issue is that the current website is not designed as a complete business platform. If the company adds online ordering without improving the underlying infrastructure, it could experience problems with downtime, slow performance, data loss, or weak security. For a small business, those issues can directly affect revenue and customer trust. If customers cannot place orders or if the website is unavailable during a busy sales period, Happy Camper Cookies could lose sales and damage its reputation. The overall goal of this project is to recommend a cloud solution that gives Happy Camper Cookies a reliable, secure, and affordable foundation for online growth. The solution should allow customers to browse products, place orders, and interact with the business online. It should also allow the owner and staff to manage the website without needing to maintain physical servers. In other words, the solution needs to fit the size of the business while still giving it access to professional cloud capabilities. For the cloud deployment model, I recommend using the public cloud through Microsoft Azure. A private cloud would be too expensive and too complex for a small cookie business because it would require dedicated infrastructure and specialized administration. A hybrid cloud is also unnecessary because Happy Camper Cookies does not appear to have an existing on-premises systems that need to remain connected to the new environment. The public cloud is the best fit because it gives the business access to scalable computing, storage, security, and monitoring without requiring major upfront investment. The recommendation is supported by current cloud computing research. Scholarly research on a small and medium-sized business cloud adoption shows that platforms can reduce infrastructure complexity and help smaller organizations access technology that would be otherwise too expensive to build internally. Cloud computing also supports scalability, which means the business can increase or decrease resources as demand changes. That is especially useful for a business like Happy Camper Cookies because customer traffic may increase during holidays, weekends, special promotions, or seasonal events. For the cloud service type, I recommend the platform as a service, also called PaaS. PaaS is the best fit because it allows Happy Camper Cookies to run its website and online ordering system without managing the operating system, server patching, or underlying hardware. Infrastructure as a service, or IaaS, would give more control, but it would also require more technical administration. Software as a service, or SaaS, could be a useful tool like could be useful for tools like email or accounting, but it would not provide the custom website hosting environment needed for this project. PaaS provides the right balance of control, simplicity, and scalability. The main Azure service I recommend is the Azure App Service. Azure App Service would host the Happy Camper Cookies website and online ordering applications. This service is designed for web application and allows the business to deploy and manage the site without maintaining a traditional web server. It also supports scaling, which means the site can handle more traffic when needed. For a small business, this is important because it avoids overbuying hardware while still preparing for company growth. Next service I would recommend is Azure SQL Database. This database would store structured information such as customer records, product details, order history, and transaction related data. Since online ordering depends heavily on accurate data, the database must be reliable, secure, and backed up. Azure SQL Database is a strong choice because it's a managed database service. Microsoft handles much of the maintenance, while the business can focus on using the data to support sales and customer service. I would also recommend Azure Blob Storage. Happy Camper cookies will likely need to store product images, menu images, promotional graphics, and other static files. Blob storage is designed for this kind of object storage. It is cost effective and scalable, which makes it a good fit for product photos and media and website media. Keeping this content in blob storage also prevents the main web application from becoming overloaded with static files. For identity and access control, I would recommend Microsoft Entra ID. This service would help manage secure administrative access for Carol and any employees who need to update the website or review orders. Identity management is important because not every employee should have the same level of access. For example, one person may need permission to update product listing, while another only may need to view order information. Role-based access helps reduce security risk by giving users only the access they need. Architecture should also include Azure Key Vault. Key Vault would protect sensitive information such as application secrets, database connection strings, and encryption keys. This is important because hard coding passwords or secrets directly into the application is a bad security practice. By using Key Vault, the business can separate sensitive credentials from the application code and better protect customer and business data. For performance and public access, I would recommend Azure Front Door. Azure Front Door can improve routing, availability, and performance for users accessing the website. It can also support web application firewall features, which help protect the website from common web-based attacks. For an e-commerce site, this matters because customers expect fast load pages and secure browsing. A slow or insecure site is the digital version of a locked front door with a sticky note that says "Maybe open later." Not ideal. For monitoring, I would recommend Azure Monitor and Applications Insights. These tools allow the business to track application performance errors, availability, and the resource usage. Monitoring is important because it helps identify problems before they become major outages. For example, if the website begins running slowly, monitoring tools can help identify whether the issue is coming from the application, the database, storage, or network traffic. For backup and recovery, I would recommend Azure Backup and built-in database backup features. This gives Happy Camper cookies protection against accidental deletion, system failure, or data corruption. Backups are critical for any business that accepts online ordering. Losing customer orders or sales records would create operational and financial problems. A backup strategy helps ensure that the business can recover quickly if something goes wrong. For cost control, I would recommend Microsoft Cost Management. One benefit of the cloud is flexible pricing, but that flexibility still needs oversight. Cost management allows the business to monitor spending, create budgets, and receive alerts before costs become a surprise. This is especially important for a small business because predictable operating expenses are easier to manage than unexpected infrastructure bills. And this is the infrastructure diagram that I designed for Happy Campers cookies. Based on the expected Azure services, the estimated monthly cost is going to be between $150 and $250 per month, depending on traffic, database size, storage, and things like that, which equals an annual cost of $1,800 to $3,000. This estimate includes main hosting, database storage, backup monitoring, and traffic management services. The final number would need to be ran through Azure pricing calculator before implementation. Even with that cost, the cloud solution is practical because it avoids the large upfront expense of buying and maintaining physical servers. The proposed Azure architecture also provides several benefits to the client. The first benefit is improved reliability. By using Azure hosted services, the website can be designed for better uptime availability than a basic self-managed website. The second benefit is scalability. If Happy Campers Cookies gets busy during the holiday or they experience growth within the business, you can scale as need be. The third benefit is security. Services such as Microsoft Entra ID, Key Vault, Azure Front Door, and Defender for cloud, which can help protect administrative access and application secrets and web traffic. Another benefit is supplied management or simplified management. Kayla and her staff should not have to spend time managing servers when their actual business is baking and selling cookies. Azure App Service, Azure SQL Database, and Blob Service reduce the technical burden by providing management services. This allows the business to focus on customers, products, and sales rather than infrastructure troubleshooting. The final benefit is the long-term growth. The proposed design does not just solve the immediate problem of online ordering, it also creates a foundational future for improvements. In conclusion, Happy Camper Cookies needs a cloud solution that is secure, reliable, scalable, and affordable. A public cloud deployment using Microsoft Azure is the best fit because it provides enterprise-level services without requiring the company to maintain physical infrastructure. A PaaS-based design using Azure App Service, Azure SQL Database, Blob Storage, Microsoft Entra ID, Key Vault, Azure Front Door, Azure Monitoring, and Azure Backup gives the business the tools it needs to support online ordering and future growth. Overall, uh, this solution positions Happy Camper Cookies to improve customer service, protect business data, and control costs, and build a stronger digital presence. Thank you for your time. This includes my presentation of the proposed Microsoft Azure cloud migration for Happy Campers Cookies. These are references that I included. Thank you.